Hello everyone, this is Trusty. Previously I showed you guys a compact and fast piston elevator which looked pretty much like this. It was 4x5. This is pretty much the same thing as well. I've fixed it for the latest snapshot 13W06A, where they fixed some of the piston glitches that occurred before. I've also modified some bits and bobs and extended it out a little bit just to provide some extra little features to help make this a fail-proof elevator. It probably works about 99% correctly, unless you get in the elevator, jump around and mess about, then it'll probably fail. But let's have a look at it in survival mode. So we come in here, the fences here keep you from being centered, so you stand there, push the button, and bam, you get to the top, you get pushed out, and you can't even walk back in. So that works pretty nicely. Let's fly down. The iron bars and glass panes here also keep you centered, so basically during the elevator ride you won't be able to move around. So we can try that once more. If we go up, I can't move around. I wasn't able to move around, and therefore the pistons were able to continuously push. And yeah, at the top here I have pistons to hold back the elevator so you can't fall down there, with a piston to push you out onto the side. And yeah, it works pretty nicely. There's pretty much no way you could fail this. If you stand about here, still works. And let's head down again. If you're outside the elevator though, it'll just push you out. Yeah, you won't even get stuck in the elevator and start zooming up and fall down midway and hurt yourself. No, that won't happen. So that's pretty good. There are better ways of doing the wiring back here, but this is mostly a modification of Mumbo Jumbo's compact piston elevator, but his one used repeaters, so I slightly modified it so this was repeaterless. So yeah, this is pretty compact, pretty small, and fast, with the addition of being pretty much fail-proof. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this for yourself in your own worlds. Okay, so to build this elevator for yourself, you're going to need these things to start off with. This is going to be the starting mechanism. You'll need your button to input everything out. You'll activate the piston to push you up, sticky pistons to hold back so you don't go out, and maybe these things here are optional. This is the fences where it will keep you centered if you walk in. This isn't really necessary though, but it does mean it's pretty cool. And yeah, you also need a block of your choice and your redstone. Now, if you want to add one extra floor, you're going to need the following things. It's not a lot, as you can see. Only 3 redstone, 2 redstone torches, a sticky piston and piston that will push you up by 1 block. So if you wanted to go up 64 blocks, you're probably going to need a stack of pistons, stack of sticky pistons, 128 redstone torches, and I can't be bothered doing math. There's lots of redstone. Yeah. You'll also need some blocks of your choice to build the elevator out of, and also slabs for the redstone current. Okay, and you're also going to be needing iron bars or glass panes. You could probably just use iron bars and half them out and just have 1 iron bar per floor, but I like having iron bars and glass panes. It kind of equals it out. So yeah, it's up to you. Maybe glass panes might be cheaper for you, so you just need 1 glass pane per floor. I'll show you guys how to use it efficiently. So yeah, that's it for the equipment we need. So let's start building this. Okay, so first off we want to find the location for the button. We'll place it right there. That means if we have our button there, our piston to push us up will be right here, and this here will be our elevator, just around here. Cool. Now down here, you can place down 2 sticky pistons and blocks above them. This is to make sure when you push the button, it will keep yourself in the elevator. So let's wire those up pretty quickly. So what you want to do is get your button input and just swing it down so it faces that piston. As you can see, when we activate this, activates that piston. Now we want to activate the other one too, so there's a little trick we do. What we need to do is place redstone dust underneath the piston. As you can see, the redstone dust faces the piston, while powering it, but also gets transferred downwards. So we use this little technique to build up, and there we go. We do need an extra redstone dust at the end here. This is to make sure it's facing towards it. Just having it like this isn't going to work. So now we push the button, activates the 2 pistons, and I'll show you what happens if you don't have that redstone there. Doesn't work. So keep that there, and there we go. Okay, so to wire this piston up here to push us up, we'll probably want to have like a little frame around it. We'll probably want to do this. We want a repeater here, facing this block. This repeater is then going to go into another repeater. So repeater, block, repeater, and this faces the piston. So now we push it. Awesome. So after a bit of delay, this gets extended. So now underneath here, we are going to start our wiring, our basic wiring to power the pistons that push us up. So what we want to do is place a redstone dust underneath the block that powers the piston. You can see right here, repeater, block, redstone dust underneath. Then we're going to place 4 redstone dust in kind of like a square shape. So we have a little square. But this one is going to be 1 block down. Now connected to this, we are going to have some extra redstone, and that is going to go into a redstone torch. This one, however, is going to be a repeater. This is going to go into a redstone torch. Alright, so that's basically the wiring around the back done. Pretty simple and easy. Now I'll show you guys how to build the fence part that pulls out the fences, and we'll retract them on your way up, so this will keep you in the elevator. So you want to place a piston above the redstone repeater and one just above here. There we go. Now from here we're going to power this like so. Just run redstone dust up there with a redstone torch around the back. See it right there? Just 2 extra pieces of redstone right there. And we have our fence post right there, and we want to place our one for that side. Now this side's pretty simple as well. All we need is a redstone torch coming out of that piston side, and we place a redstone dust above that block. There we go. This extends. Come in here. You can see it works perfectly fine. Now you can see there is one problem here. This piston doesn't fire up again. It needs to be updated. So we update this piston by using some of the wiring with the tower to make sure this gets updated. Okay, so you're wondering how to update this again. Well, all we need to do is place a repeater, vortex delay, and redstone dust around the back. This is the same with this side. Cool. Now this will be led up to our actual elevator. So right now, it does nothing, but later on it will. So now we want to start building the actual elevator part up. Now for this, we will can start getting in our iron bars and glass panes. Alright, so from there, I'll show you guys how to build this little bit here. This will keep you centered, the 2 bits here. You can see it right there. Now what you can do is you can actually use just one type of thing. As you can see, if it connects, it doesn't work. So what you can do is, just by using one iron bar per thing, this could also be glass panes. You can see that if we hop in, we can't escape on the way out. So that's perfect, because this is only one block. This works the same with glass panes. You can even place place your glass panes in there like there to kind of just fill it in. Kind of gives it a checkered kind of look. But you can also do this with glass panes and iron bars on single sides. So I'm just going to stick with this. And yeah. Okay, so now let's start wiring up our actual elevator to get up. So first up, we want to start placing down how far we want to go up. So we're going to place kind of like a checkered piston pattern like this, and block, sticky piston, piston, block, and we kind of continue this kind of pattern up. So around the back here, make sure there's nothing there, but you probably need it to build it up. So you can see here, the pistons alternate. So you have to do this for as many floors as you'd like. Remember that you'll need 2 redstone torches around the back and 3 redstone dust per extra block you go up, so keep that in mind. And yeah, I'll continue this up, and I'll meet you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've made it gone up a few blocks. Don't want it to go too high. But from there, we want to wire this up. So on this side, we can start that up by placing a redstone torch. That will be off. Block. And redstone torch. Now we need that extra redstone torch there. And this is our 2 redstone torches right here. 1, 2. If you want to go up another layer, we'll have to go 1, 2 again. So we kind of have this kind of pattern. I think I might have said some incorrect information about how many redstone torches you need. You probably need more than what I said. But oh well. So we want to continue that pattern on the other side. Oops. So don't worry about any sticky pistons that glitch out, because if you push the button again, it should fix itself. So you want to continue this pattern up for all your layers. Awesome. Now that you've done that, you can see these pistons glitching out. I just push the button. Cool. Now from there we can pillar up with our glass panes and iron bars, whatever you choose to build it out of. And there we have it. Now, we want to make sure that we have a little border around everything. What I mean by border is kind of something like this, so you don't get flung out during your elevator ride. So just some perfecting there, and there we go, some sides. This will keep you inside the elevator. Cool. Now you don't want to place blocks here. This will cause the iron bars and glass panes to connect to the block, and you don't want that. So there we go. These can be solid blocks as well, like glass, so you can look out. But it's really up to you, because this does keep you centered and help make it more fail-proof. So now all we need to do is to wire up the redstone torches to the piston. That's fairly simple. All you need to do is place kind of like your redstone dust like this. So 2 slabs along each side, along each piston. So you see a piston, place a slab, upside down slab. Piston, upside down slab, piston, upside down slab. Except for that one is not needed. So you can see right here, what we need to do is just place blocks at the edge of each of these. Yes, that was placed correctly. And just run redstone along those. There we have it. So that's one side complete. So if we push the button now, you can see all those pistons extend along here, and then they retract. So we want to do the exact same thing on the other side. We're placing a half slab against that piston, then another half slab. Oh, bit of lag. Half slabs. There we go. Continue this up for all your sides. Okay, there we have it. At the back here we have a good looking, yep, works perfectly fine. Test it yourself. Aha. This is a strange little problem right there. Better bring this back. Looks like I forgot to do one down here. So if you forgot this, yeah, go fix it up. Probably will need to. So we can use solid blocks there since it's the bottom. There we go. Now it should be fixed. Cool. Looks like we get to the top. Fence is back. Perfect. So there are extra things you can do at the top that I'm probably not going to show you guys today. These are things like the piston pusher and the closer. Piston pusher is actually pretty simple. All you probably need to do is get your redstone out and do that. Repeater there. Not redstone dust, because that's probably going to update the bottom pistons. So we can actually probably extend this out by one more. And there we are. There we have it. Alright, so let's cover that up and ta-da! Now, if you are going to build out from here, make sure to place a slab. You want these to be slabs, so they don't connect up. So you can see there, you can start with slabs, and then you can start with your solid blocks. Cool. So let's do one final test and see how it goes. Cool, works perfectly fine. So if there are any bugs or anything that goes wrong, please do tell me. Make sure to go over the video again just to make sure your wiring is completely correct. And yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.